So this is our brand new paddle erg. It's a modified Concept 2. So there's a pulley attachment, multiple pulleys here, there, and here. This part should never be moved. This should be a constant. You can move your seat back, but unfortunately you can't move your seat forward. So for shorter people, you should put your feet on the ground like that. If you're taller, you might be able to put your heels like that. One thing to note is to keep this consistent. When I came up, it was on 8, and that has to do with the drag factor. So we don't want the drag factor to be too high. So compared to a normal rowing erg, this has more resistance due to the fact that there's more loss in power due to the pulleys. So it will be harder to paddle on this compared to a dedicated kayak sport paddling erg. In terms of operation, it's the same as a regular rowing erg. So you can set your own workout by going into here, new workout, and you can set your time, your intervals, blah, blah, blah. So just a couple of technique pointers. Jillian will paddle. So something to note is that pulley will have a limited travel. So if you're taller, Jillian, pull it all the way back. It will eventually hit that, and it won't be able to go further. If you try to force it further, that pulley will go in between the rollers, and you will have a bad time. So if you noticed, Jillian's arm is way behind her hip anyway, so you shouldn't need the full range anyway. Okay, so just a couple of pointers. It's the same as paddling erg. You set up with your A-frame. What Jillian needs to do though is she needs to drop her weight and then sit up with it. Okay, good. So one other limitation for this erg is that if you drop your weight too much or if you're too tall, what's gonna happen is Jill just slam the bar on the ground. Do it again. It's gonna scratch the ground. So we're working on mitigating that, but for now, just be careful because this doesn't seem very sturdy. You might snap it off. If you're taller, you might be able to grip it here as opposed to here. So that'll help in terms of getting a good grip and mimicking the boat. So what else? If you haven't paid your membership and if you haven't paid to use the erg, please don't use it. It's a very expensive piece of equipment. If you have any questions, just message me or any of the execs. Yeah.